to see how much money we have raised since we've been here. Wow, we have doubled since our last check-in with the tote board. We now have $12,978. And so last year we helped raise $17,000. Our goal this year is $20,000. Here's a couple of the ways that the money you donated helped the Terre Haute Humane Society. It helped save more than 800 dogs, more than 400 cats and 23 other animals, and more than 2,300 dogs and more than 1,800 cats were fed through the shelter's pet food pantry. And dozens more animals were spayed or neutered in the shelter's low-cost spay-neuter program just within the past 6 months. And most recently, we do have to give a shout-out to the Swans family who donated over $6,000. They made a $6,300 donation since we have been here, and we hope that you guys will help us donate. You can do so by calling 812-917-7446, or you could donate online on our website, mywabashvalley.com, or there's even a spot where you can come up to the Terre Haute Humane Society and donate here in person. We will be bringing you stories of the animals at the Terre Haute Humane Society in our upcoming newscasts, but for now, we're going to send it back to you guys.
$6,000, that's generous.
I think it was the Swan family?
The Swans, she said, yes.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks to them and all the other people who have helped out. And $20,000 is the goal. And
right.
Good way toward that right now.
That's right. You know, and even if you can't donate $6,000, we understand.
Yeah.
Just give what you can.
Yeah. All right. Well, will the sunny weather stick around?
I hope.
Hope so. It's a nice day today. Nice day for the Tail-a-thon. Well, what will tomorrow look like? And the weekend? Jesse will have the answer coming up.
And also coming up on Live at 5.
It's time to harvest some new apples. Not those kind. These kind of apples.
Local news that matters. With Mike Tank, Dana Winkleplack, and Chief Meteorologist Jesse Walker. You're watching WAWV Live at 5.
Weather facts.
Is there such thing as heat lightning? There is no such thing as heat lightning. That's just a storm so far away you can't see the storm, but you can see the light of the lightning.
This weather fact is brought to you by Terre Haute Chevrolet.
Indiana has access to millions and millions of new federal funds to help keep your business in business and employees employed. It's called PPP, which means Paycheck Protection Program. If you have not applied or applied before and missed the first round funding deadline, apply before June 30th. Learn more at stayinbiz.org.
Now more than ever, daily hot tubbing can deliver important wellness benefits like reduced stress, improved immunity, and increased quality time with the people you love. At Backyard Leisure, we're committed to doing everything we can to make sure you can use your hot tub every day, and we want to help. If you've been financially impacted by this unprecedented situation, Backyard Leisure is offering you the essential hot tub care products you need, absolutely free of charge. Visit backyardleisure.com/help for more information. I'm Josh with Backyard Leisure. Hot tub, you need it.
You can trust the experience at Graber Post Buildings. We start our buildings with the highest quality steel coils. Our metal and trim products are produced based on your needs. An industry leader in supplying Southern Pine lumber and #1 SPI certified columns, from start to finish, your satisfaction is our priority. Located just outside of Odin, Indiana, come visit us or call us today, 1-800-264-5013.
And goes off the deep end.
Get her a towel. She's shaking like a leaf.
On the next Modern Family. Modern Family today at 6.
Your local weather authority forecast is brought to you by Dorset Automotive.
At Dorset Automotive, we fly our American flags every day at the Auto Park.
Your local weather authority with Chief Meteorologist Jesse Walker.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I wanted to show you the tropical satellite in the Atlantic Basin. We have the remnants of what got named yesterday as Dolly moving away up here. A lot of convection in the western Gulf. There was going to be some rain with that, but I don't know if it's going to form into a tropical system. But we continue to watch this area here. Notice there's nothing showing up. There's a lot of dust, Saharan dust down here now. crossing over portions of the Caribbean into Cuba. And some of that's forecast to get up into the southeastern portion of the country, maybe even here by the weekend, believe it or not, which will probably add to the sunrises and sunsets. You get some of that dust in the atmosphere, and it will make those sunrises and sunsets a bit more brilliant here in this area. That would be about this weekend, the timing on that. Temperature-wise today, we hit 80 for the daytime high, so a little bit warmer than yesterday. 61 has been our low. 98 the record high. 49 is your record low on this day. There has been no rain here today. Most everybody has been dry. There's a little storm up around Interstate 74, which we'll show you in a little bit, but that's been it. So we're holding at 1.74 so far for the month. At the airport in Terre Haute, temperature's nice. 81, winds are west at 16. Humidity still not bad, 39%, and the pressure's at 29.89. Temperatures all across the area, pretty much in the lower 80s, very, very comfortable. The reason it's a little cooler in Champaign and Danville in the mid-70s, there's a little thunderstorm up there near Interstate 74 there. If you're going to be out here this evening, 7 o'clock is when we project our cyclocast for. Looks pretty good. 78, partly to mostly sunny, a west-northwest breeze. Any rain chances look pretty slim, at least in the immediate area. Some of the north and northeastern areas might catch a little bit of that shower up to the north. Drier air coming in on the water vapor. That's what you see when you see the dark shades. So we have the drier air in place now. The jet stream also shows you where it's dipping down and right across this area. So that's allowed the somewhat drier and cooler air to move in today, and it'll start to ease out of here tomorrow, and by the end of the week you're going to start to know it's summer once again. Satellite radar, not much, but we have seen a little shower develop off to the north. Watch it develop there off to the northwest of Champaign and then drop down to the southeast. So again, some of these far northern areas here are looking at a little bit of rain. On the Dorset Automotive Doppler radar, pretty much our viewing area is okay. West of us out here, there's a little cell that's dropping to the southeast, so that may get into Coles County. And then up here near Danville, Illinois, dropping southeast. So northern Vermilion County, possibly northern Park County here in the next hour or so. You may get a little bit of that rain, and nothing severe, but just a couple little showers out there in the far fringes of our area. Any of those this evening will die off pretty quickly. Dry overnight. Tomorrow looks like another day with a lot of sunshine, a little bit more humid, but not a bad day. Friday, for the most part, I think we're going to stay rain-free. There may be a couple little showers that try to pop up as warmer air comes in, but as a general rule, I think Saturday looks okay, or Friday looks okay, looks dry. Now, Saturday is when the rain chances, though, will start to increase. So as we get into Saturday, as a matter of fact, Saturday may be our best shot at getting some rain in here Saturday into Sunday morning. And then we stay with this warm, humid air mass. So as we head into next Monday, Tuesday, really into Wednesday, off and on scattered, showers and thunderstorms look to be around. So we get into more of a wet weather pattern. Of course, you know, we needed the rain. We see some of that rain increasing now as we head for the weekend and into early next week. Forecast for tonight then, again, an isolated shower storm, mostly northeastern areas for a while. Otherwise mild tonight, 62 the low. During the day for tomorrow, once again, a good day, sunshine, but a little bit warmer, a high of about 86. And then after that, temperatures will get even warmer as we head into Friday. We're talking Friday, daytime high of 92. I think the day is pretty much dry. Late in the day, there may be a thunderstorm pop up here or there. Then the weekend, some scattered showers and storms, warm and humid. Highs over the weekend in the mid-80s and back near 90 by early next week. That's a wrap on the forecast. Back to you.
A lot of heat, definitely summer-like conditions. You know, in the fall, we pick apples.
We do.
Yeah, but there's one kind of apple you can pick year-round.
That's right. Dan Reynolds, he shows us a few varieties available now and a look at what's in the works.
Let's get the small apples out of the way. Apple has a patent for surround sound tech for the MacBook, a virtual acoustic system that would make sound from a Mac sound like it's coming from different angles. Apple has the go-ahead, but don't look for it anytime soon. If you haven't been spending money during the pandemic, there is a new MacBook Pro, the 13-inch model priced at $1,299. Double the storage space of previous generations, 256 gig. Updated keyboard and touch bar. It promises better visual performances, speed boost, and, quote, the best typing experience ever on a Mac notebook. Pretty bold talk. If you want Intel's 10th generation chip, add $500 to the cost. Yikes. But you can buy this with the Apple Card, making monthly installments through the iPhone Wallet app. If you aren't a user, you get a digital card connected to Wallet and a physical card made of titanium. Now to the shiny apples. Apple's Worldwide Development Conference began Monday, and here are some of the goodies to look forward to. Apple now making its own chips for Macs. Goodbye, Intel. Following Catalina OS will be iOS 14 to be called Big Sur, a big update for the iPhone. Look for an app library to organize apps on an iPhone home screen. No more scrolling. There's also app clips, enabling you to use a small part of an app as needed. On limited rollout will be Car Key, which lets you unlock and start your car with an iPhone. It also shares an electronic key with other users of the vehicle. Oh, initially available only on 2021 BMW 5 Series cars. The Apple Watch will let you know how long you've been washing your hands. It does it through motion and sound. It also tells you if you haven't washed long enough, just like Mom.
All right, well, Dan, he's making it easy for you. He has links online so that you can learn all about this new stuff. He also included a link that might give you a workaround to create surround sound on your Mac. You just need to go to our website, mywabashvalley.com. You click on News, then Technology Matters, and Apple Picks. He will link this story to Facebook and Twitter as well. Coming up next, how the current COVID-19 pandemic could affect our future when it comes to the population. That's when the news continues.
We're your calm before, during, and after the storm. Download the WTWO News app today.
Save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Right now at Menards. Status Carpet is a durable option for sunrooms, porches, or decks in 4 colors. Just 36 cents a square foot after 11% off. All Mohawk tile is 11% off. 3x6 ceramic wall tiles are great for kitchen and baths. 13 cents each after 11% off. Start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Mom's gonna kill us.
Gorilla Super Glues. Of course.
Gorilla has a fix for every project. Original brush and nozzle and ultra-controlled gel for the toughest jobs on planet Earth.
Constant hand washing causes hands to dry and crack. Try O'Keefe's Working Hands. It's America's #1 hand cream for guaranteed relief of dry, cracked hands. Also available in O'Keefe's for healthy feet. Guaranteed relief for extremely dry, cracked feet.
Hi, Brian Schultz here with Brian Schultz Insurance and Associates. We are the Wabash Valley's most convenient insurance agency. We offer more options with a wide variety of prices that will help you make the right decision. Experience the difference of working with an independent agent and enjoy accurate explanations and the peace of mind of knowing that all of your boxes have been checked. Contact us today at schultzinsurance.com. And remember, when stuff happens, Schultz happens.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Terre Haute Chevrolet. It's more than just a Chevrolet. It's Terre Haute Chevrolet. This is local news that matters. WAWV Live at 5 continues.
We want to let you know about a new recall of salad mixes as health officials investigate an outbreak of Cyclospora infections. Aldi, Hy-Vee, and Jewel Osco grocery stores removed bagged salads labeled garden salads from their shelves. The Food and Drug Administration says the outbreak affects several states in the Midwest, including Indiana and Illinois. There have been 122 reported illnesses, with 19 people having to go to the hospital since May. Cyclospora is a parasite. It can cause a number of stomach issues. The FDA and Centers for Disease Control and Prevention still investigating the outbreak. Well, experts say the current pandemic could lead to 500,000 fewer births here in the U.S. than otherwise expected. That's a prediction from the Brookings Institution and March of Dimes. Researchers looked at data from economic studies on U.S. fertility rates during the recession of 2007 through 2009. They also looked at data from the 1918 flu pandemic. Researchers predict that the country could see a drop in births of roughly 300,000 to 500,000 due to COVID-19. The March of Dimes Chief Medical and Health Officer says that he and his colleagues reached a very similar conclusion. All right, now let's check in on our annual telethon at the Terre Haute Humane Society. That's where we find Sadie All. Sadie.
Hey, thanks, Dana. We are standing here at our paw board right now, and we just got an exciting donation from Indiana American Water. I'm here with David Baker, and you guys just donated $1,800 to the Terre Haute Humane Society.
We're glad to be a part of this and share that with our community.
Absolutely. Thank you. That was one big donation. So we'll have you go ahead and put your donation up on the paw board so everybody can see how much we are raising here today. Thank you to Indiana American Water with that $1,800 donation. We can see a couple of our other donations. Jay Ford Humans donated $1,600. And how this paw board works, we'll take a look at some of the donations. You do have to make a minimum of a $100 donation in order to go up on the paw board, and we are generating funds rather quickly with our Terre Haute Humane Society. We will check in later to see how much our total has increased, but you can see these are just a few of the names that we have donated so far. And you guys can help donate by calling 812-917-7446. We'll be out here at the Tail-a-thon until 6:30 tonight, but we're going to send it back to you guys for now.
Beverly Plumbing and Heating, a fully licensed, family-owned and operated business with over 25 years of experience to service you. Beverly services the entire Wabash Valley, commercial or residential, and any make or model. Utilizing the latest technology in the industry, Beverly can customize any project from tankless water heaters to commercial projects. You can rest assured, Beverly has you covered.
Quality services are claim to fame. Call Beverly. Beverly, that's our name.
At Horizon Health, we understand change is constant, but we also believe that some things will never change, like our commitment to your health care as we continue to hold the front line during this time of uncertainty. For the past 50 years, we've stood with you, not only as your healthcare professionals, but as your friends.
Hi, I'm Ollie Smith. We know you depend on us now more than ever, and we promise to always be here for you when you need us most.
Indiana has access to millions and millions of new federal funds to help keep your business in business and employees employed. It's called PPP, which means Paycheck Protection Program. If you have not applied or applied before and missed the first round funding deadline, apply before June 30th. Learn more at stayinbiz.org.
Same affordable quality, same innovative designs, but all in a new location. The Lily Pad is now located on the main floor of the Meadows Shopping Center. Visit us today and know we're taking all measures to make our new home safe for you to visit. Follow us on Facebook for more upcoming events.
Get instant alerts when breaking news happens with the WTWO News app. Sponsored locally by Dorset Automotive. Download it today.
This is local news that matters. WAWV Live at 5 continues.
Welcome back. Temperatures have been very nice today. Not too warm, not too humid, but the heat is going to start to build as we head for the end of the week. Here's what we've got right now with temperatures. We're around 80 degrees, give or take, out there. And again, not real humid, so it doesn't feel too bad. By tomorrow morning, we'll drop back down around 60 degrees. So really not a bad start to the day. That's a little bit below normal. Then as we head into the day for tomorrow, we'll start to heat up a little bit. And it's going to be a little bit more humid. Highs back in the mid-80s. Then for tomorrow night into Friday morning, those temperatures don't drop as much, mid to upper 60s. And then during the day on Friday, that's when the heat comes back. A lot of the area will see 90 or above, and the heat index will be a factor as well. So enjoy it now. More heat is coming. We'll talk about if that will last into the weekend in just a little bit.
All right, thanks, Jess. The Terre Haute Humane Society wants animals to leave their facility in the best shape possible, but sometimes, it takes a lot of overcoming.
Yeah, medical expenses for the Humane Society saw a bit of an uptick this past year. That's when it came to amputation costs. Sadie Hall brings us more on that story. Sadie.
Yeah, Mike and Dana, the Terre Haute Humane Society sees a lot of animals come in not in the best of conditions, but some of those conditions they can expect and therefore budget, but some they might not see coming, like the outbreak of illness.
Gizmo is a dog that naturally draws your attention, and it's not just because he only has 3 legs.
It doesn't bother him at all. If anything, he acts like he has another set of legs.
Staff at the Terre Haute Humane Society say he was an instant favorite when he came to the facility.
His overall attitude, and he was so sweet, he was so good, he was goofy, he was just a great dog.
But he came from an unfortunate circumstance.
His whole entire hip and leg up to his top of his leg was completely fractured. It was like spider glass that just broke. It was pretty bad.
Paige Crumry is part of medical staff. She says in her 4 years at the Humane Society, she saw around 5 animal amputations. This past year and a half alone, she says she saw 3.
We try to get as much donations as we can because it is not cheap.
Some amputations cost $1,500 to $2,000, especially with dogs. If the bone is completely shattered, like with Gizmo's case, Page says amputation is encouraged. Another unwanted expense, of course, is illness.
You know, it just spreads so quickly because it can be spread through something as simple as a flea jumping from one to another.
This past summer, the Humane Society had to shut down their cat room for quite a while after the outbreak of panleukopenia. It's a disease also known as the feline parvo and can be fatal to cats.
Young kittens' survival rate is almost slim to none.
It's something that Cat Azura and her 3 kittens were safe from over the summer. That's because they were already in isolation affected by the parasite known as Giardia, another medical expense.
It starts off with meds for 7 days, and then it can take a week, 2 weeks after that, sometimes a month, 2 months before they will finally get cleared.